Hello students, yesterday we started with the first chapter, Understanding Diversity. In that, I gave you an introduction about what is diversity and how you are different from other people. And then we studied a story of Samir Ek and Samir Do. Let's continue with that. I had given you the homework like list 3 differences between Samir Ek and Samir Do. So the differences are, while Samir Ek is more familiar with English, Samir Do speaks Hindi. Although they both are more at home in different languages, they still communicated with each other. They made the effort to do so because this was what was important to them. Samir Ek and Samir Do also come from different religious and cultural backgrounds. While Samir Ek is a Hindu, Samir Do is a Muslim. Different religious and cultural backgrounds such as these are an aspect of diversity. In addition to the diverse religious and cultural backgrounds, there are other ways in which Samir Ek and Samir Do are different from each other. For example, while Samir Ek goes to school, Samir Do sells newspapers. Samir Do did not have the opportunity to attend school. Perhaps you have noticed that there are several people in the area where you live who are poor and who don't have enough to eat or wear, and sometimes not even a place to live. This difference is not the same as the one we have seen earlier. Here we are talking not of difference but of inequality. Inequality comes about when a person does not have the resources and opportunities that are available to other persons. The caste system is another example of inequality. According to this, society was divided into different groups depending upon the work that people did and they were supposed to remain in those groups. So if your parents were potters, you could only become a potter, nothing else. This system was considered irreversible, and because you were not supposed to change your profession, it was not considered necessary for you to know anything more than what you needed in your profession. This created a situation of inequality. So, the language they both speak, the culture from which they came, their religious background, that is a part of diversity. But the income group, like if they are from lower class, upper class or middle class, that is a type of inequality where Samir Ek had the opportunity to go to school, but Samir Do did not have that opportunity. And the another example of inequality is the caste system. Now what does diversity add to our lives? Just like Samir Ek and Samir Do became friends, you might have friends who are very different from you. You have probably eaten different kinds of food in their homes, celebrated different festivals with them, tried out the clothes they wear, and learnt some of the languages as well. You probably like reading and hearing stories and adventures about different animals, people, and even ghosts. Perhaps you even enjoy making up stories yourself. Many young people feel happy when they read a good story because it gives them lots of ideas to make up more stories. People who write stories get their ideas from all sorts of different places, from books and real life and from their imagination. Some may have lived in forests close to animals and chosen to write of their fights and friendships. Others read real accounts of kings and queens and wrote stories about love and honor. Some dipped into their own childhood memories of school and friends and wrote stories of adventure. Imagine if all the storytellers and writers that you have heard and read so far were forced to live in a place where all people wore the same two colors. red and white, ate the same food, maybe potatoes, took care of the same two animals, for example, the deer and the cat, and to entertain themselves, played snakes and ladders. What kind of stories do you think they would write? Well, so for today's homework, you have a fun activity. Question 1. Make a list of the food that you have eaten from different parts of India. Let me tell you, you have to write a list from different parts of India, not pizza and pastas. Second, make a list of the languages besides your mother tongue that you can speak at least one or two words of. For example, you may know how to greet someone in Marathi or Rajasthani. You can write just the list of how many languages you can speak one or two words of. Isn't it fun? Just write these in your rough book. We'll continue with the chapter tomorrow.